Now listen, y'all that are watching live, you already know Radasaurus is here, and he wants to see your live reactions to the overlay that we're about to reveal. So if you like what you're seeing, please put Twitch emotes in the chat so he knows. He lives or dies on this shit, and ever since James talked shit about his gradients, Rad died inside. He became overlay shy. All right. Now, second, I want to tell you, Rad did this amazing job turning me into Cyber AP. I called it Cyber AP. James also called it Cyber AP. It's just, you look at it and you immediately think, that's Cyber AP. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it.
I still think you should get those blue blocker gamer goggles modded with an LED.
I'll think about it. I am your complex and excitable storyteller, APGamingREAL. Some have described me as mysterious and eloquent. Welcome, friends, to the new overlay. I like it. I like it a lot. And now we have 2 different overlays. We can get a guest on here. That's some crazy shit. Wow. Even bigger, I want to announce that starting next season for Oath of Endosteel, we're going to be offering guest spots as well, because Rad just cooked up a new guest overlay for that. You might be seeing James, you might be seeing Glimo, you might be seeing Rad. It depends on when we can get these motherfuckers on a Sunday. Or for James's case, it'll be a Monday. It's probably less doable.
No, it's good for me because it's actually like, when you do Oath of Endosteel, it's like 6 in the morning for me, so I could do it before work. So.
Who doesn't want to wake up at 6 a.m. to play Feudal Battletech? Perfect. I started watching...
Really, motherfucker? I wake up every time at 2 a.m. for you.
I know. Dave, I really appreciate it, buddy. If we played Among Us together, I would simp for you every single time. I would back you even if I knew you were the imposter. Because that's, I know you
saw me
go
coming
that far
out of
for
an
me.
event,
Yeah,
and you give me head pats, you know, like that's...
Exactly. Right
I'm
before
pretty sure
you
I saw
open...
him slice that man's head off. No, he's innocent.
I would do that thing where I would watch Dave kill somebody, and then somebody else would watch us, and I would just be like, "It was that guy. That guy killed him, not Dave." Yeah. That's the level of friendship I offer Dave in exchange for his backing.
I do want to go ahead.
The Twitter video of Elspeth playing Among Us, and like she's in a room playing a game with a dead body beside her, then someone finds a dead body
while she's on the thing, and then everybody's like, "It was you."
Yeah, I literally didn't see it. I was doing the thing. No, that's suspicious. Ejected.
Yep. I'm actually doing my Among Us Open this Sunday. If you guys want to come along, maybe watch.
Hey guys, do you remember this really old game called
Werewolf?
Do you remember
Mafia?
this really old game called Fall Guys? Do you remember that game?
Hey, look, man, Fall Guys was fucking legendarily huge for like 2 months, and then Among Us dethroned it instantly.
Well,
I know that Among Us has been out for 2 years.
Well, you know, that's just how it goes. Some big streamer started playing it, and then everybody got in on that shit.
Fall Guys kind of ran out of content, and then cheaters started coming into Fall Guys, and everyone was like, I don't care.
Have you seen the articles on Cheat Island?
No.
Oh, they've slowly been picking up on how people cheat, and they made a special game mode where only cheaters get paired with each other, and you just fall for eternity.
That's amazing. I also saw an article that was some dude got hired by Riot, I think, to be like the cheater hunter for Valorant. Like infiltrate cheater communities, figure out how the things work, and report it back to Riot.
How did that work?
Apparently he's been doing it for a while. Now they just hired him on. So he's like getting paid for it now.
James, thanks for that sub.
No worries.
Wow.
Hey.
Rad is right. It is dead in here. Absolutely nobody emoted for Rad. I'd emote for you, Rad.
I emoted for Rad.
It's true. I already expressed how much I like it.
There's no gradients. There's no gradient emotes.
I don't emote. I emote on the inside.
All right. So when we do overlays, you're going to have to say whether you like the new overlay or not so that Rad doesn't die inside, guys. And look, be honest. I'm not trying to force you to say you do or don't like it. But we already know your opinion on gradients, James, so...
I saw it in the Discord. I like it.
Perfect.
Yeah. It's good.
The secret is Red's always dead on the inside.
Isn't that true of all of us now?
He's been making a lot of dad jokes recently. I don't know if I like it.
You don't like dad jokes? What's wrong with that?
No, I love dad jokes. I don't like it when Rad makes them.
Why?
I
Wow.
don't know.
Wow. Wow.
Not enough gradients in your dad jokes.
I literally moved Glimo's camera, and I don't know, Glimo moved again, and I'm gonna move the camera again. No, don't move, Glimo! Just stay still. Not a single inch.
Find a comfortable position.
Not
and
one
stay
single
there.
inch. I'm working on it, buddy. I'll get you there. I want you to sit comfortably while we get you in frame. There we go. You can go back to leaning. We're good. We're good. Wow. What do I have to say? I mean, I have Among Us this weekend, Sunday at 8. We've got the Patreon meeting this weekend.
What happened to Dave?
Dave is just fucking around again. You never know what to do with him. Battletech will end at some point. Battletech: A Time of Total Warfare. Probably later rather than sooner. I don't know that anything significant has happened here, except I'm buying more ammunition and dried prepared food, so... I was thinking of getting
Wait,
country
are we talking
hams.
about Cyberpunk? Oh,
Listen,
okay,
my
so
real
real
life
life.
is starting to become cyberpunk. I'm thinking of getting a safe house, bro.
like in the mountains with all your science gear?
Yeah. My science
So you'd
gear?
be-
What science gear do you think I have? A wiring
I like to
kit?
imagine. I like to imagine that all of this is just a weird cover for your like excessive use of electricity in your house and
Well,
in your basement.
I definitely get my bill, and they're like, "You use 25% more than your neighbors," and I'm like, "Only that much more?"
And there's a girl up next door.
And there's just me. So, wow.
It's quite possible that Arthur's actually involved in organized crime and uses Twitch to launder dozens of dollars.
Literally dozens. Yeah.
Holy- God damn. You're just savages tonight, aren't you?
That was the most accurate comment I think has ever been made about Twitch payouts. Dozens, I'd say.
Using those dozens of dollars to try and blackmail YouTube for those 20 cents.
Oh, listen, I've been trying to get them to convert them to double dollars so when we get Vash the Stampeded, I'll be able to have some money left over.
Damn.
Double dollars. You know, speaking of someone who knows what double dollars are, let's hop over to Glimo.
Hey, I'm Glimo. Let's see. Well, since last week, I was on BattleTech and managed to not get blown up.
Yeah, in fact, you finally managed to get into melee combat range.
I did. I just need to, survive the shooting phase next round, and I'll have gotten my wish.
That's when you die.
Yeah. That's really it. It's just work stuff. The usual. And now I'm here playing some Cyberpunk. I'll be back here tomorrow playing some more BattleTech. And then Sunday I'll be hosting Call of Cthulhu Massive Nyarlathotep on my channel, twitch.tv/Glimo.
Okay. James, how you doing?
I'm doing well. Let me see. I was here for last week as well for BattleTech and for Rogue Trader. I'll be back, of course, this week for the Rogue Trader finale. I won't be on Cyberpunk next week, unfortunately, because I'm starting a new job that very day. But I will be back the week after that, everything going well. I want to warn anybody that might consider guesting on this show as well, since you said we could have guests now with the overlay.
Wow.
That
Okay.
we will definitely load their character up with piles of debt and then probably murder them and sell their organs. So it's...
Wow, thanks. It's going to make it really easy to find guest stars.
All this man's organs are missing and they're replaced with drug pouches. What the hell is going on?
Also, finding a guest for Cyberpunk is so fucking hard, dude. So
listen,
hard. I struggled
my
with that
first
shit
thought-
when I was doing it.
I want to get Typical
Oh,
on
shit.
to play Einar again.
Yes, bring
I
him
want to have
back,
the Einar
man.
come back, but I'm going to give him like an extra 100 IP or something to represent it being a full year. Just turn Einar into an Ultra Beast.
My God, I think I still got his character sheet somewhere.
Yeah, it should still be on the table if you haven't deleted it.
No, I haven't deleted it. No.
Good, it's still there then. Dante's is there too.
Yeah.
My only other thing is I ran Pendragon this week. I did the infamous treachery. What do you call it? The treason trial in 492.
Yeah. For the baby?
For the baby, exactly right. Yes.
Yeah. How'd they do?
Well, they did okay, but then one of my players was like, my character would definitely leave forever to go searching for the child and never come back until he finds him. I'm like, well, your character's going to be gone for about 14 years then. No worries. So, yeah, that's manageable though, but they had a good time. As railroady as that particular segment is, they had a lot of fun.
That entire game is railroady, but it's like the only game that I would say is okay to be railroady.
Well, it's only
Does that make
railroady
sense?
if you
Like-
play it Grand Pendragon campaign style, which is also the only way people play it.
Yeah. Like every experience I've had with that game, I love the system. I love the idea that there is like a percentile roll, and then like, oh yeah, you just, the better you are at it, the harder it is to level it up. I don't know. That sort of shit gets me. I love that sort of crap.
Well, that's how Call of Cthulhu works as well. The lower your skill is, the more chance it goes up.
But Call of Cthulhu is laid with a bunch of weird bullshit. like the how you go crazy and the sanity loss and all that crap. Oh,
Dude,
so dumb.
I played
Every time, like the idea that you can play a war vet in that
Glimo,
game.
don't listen to him. Don't listen to him.
Trust me.
You can play a war vet in that game and then also lose sanity every single time you see a fucking corpse, a human corpse.
They did fix
it's
that in the later editions.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good, I guess. But like, God damn, that pissed me off.
Yeah, no, they did fix that in the later editions. That like if you were in the war, if you or something, if you have experience, like some of the non-mythos things won't drive you insane. Or
even Pulp Cthulhu, which I played a little bit of as well, was like just like it feels like a system that's just like, okay, it's not designed for combat, but here's fucking so much combat.
Yeah, well, like... the pulp rules were basically to allow you to have combat and have a chance that your players don't instantly splat.
Yeah, right, exactly. And then like, yeah, I don't know.
I do miss the days of like the really old Cthulhu supplements where they'd have NPC stat blocks with made up skills, particularly what they do, like butlers with the buttle skill or guard dogs with bark at strangers 80%, and you wonder what happens if they fail their bark at strangers roll.
I only played Call of Cthulhu like a one shot, and it wasn't even my character. I got subbed in last minute because Eric couldn't make it, so I played his character, which is a priest who I played it like. He was having doubts that God exists, and then the elder god showed up. He's like, well, I have a god now.
And then Eric came back and he's like, thanks, man.
No, he had something come up and couldn't play it. So it was like a charity game on someone else's stream.
Okay.
Speaking of something, and let me give you my interesting fact for the day. So right now in Australia, there's lots of talk about the Olympics because it's exactly 20 years since the Sydney Olympics were on. I think the opening ceremony anniversary was a few nights ago. And so lots of Olympic stuff going on. I'm running trivia for my co-workers on Friday, and I put in a whole Olympic round. And so have a guess at the age of the youngest person to win an Olympic medal in the history of the modern Olympics.
I want to say 14.
Anyone got any
I would say probably like 24.
I would go like 17, maybe.
James is going to be like, actually, it was Doogie Howser who won the Mental Olympics at the age of 12.
It was actually in the 1900 Olympics, a 7-year-old French boy was roped into the Dutch rowing team when one of their team members got sick, and they won the silver medal. And the kid got sick of waiting for the medal to be handed out, so he walked off while they're on the podium.
It's like having a young cousin at a wedding who's like the ring bearer or whatever. They just walk down there, walk away. Bored. Man.
That's all I got. That's my interesting fact for the day.
Okay.
Come back tomorrow with more interesting facts.
That's true. Yeah. There will be tomorrow will come.
Subscribe Hopefully. To my newsletter blast.
That's it.
Listen, I want to say James promised me I could guest on his podcast, and then we never talked about it again. I'm very sad.
It's because I could literally pick up and show you my destroyed podcast machine at the moment. I pulled it apart trying to fix it. So,
oh no!
Yeah,
now I feel bad for calling him out. Just a little bit.
We're on hiatus while I fix this. I actually got to buy a new machine. I'm not going to try and fix it.
Hey, wait. What the fuck is a podcast machine? Is it literally a microphone? Like, like hang on, I'm very confused.
No, I have a laptop that I use specifically for the podcast. Like it's got all my audio settings perfectly set.
All right.
So,
I was similarly where you were, Dave. Like thinking it was like
I have a special machine I
bought, or
bought.
a like Prego XLR thing.
No, I was imagining something that he bought from like one of those TV shows where they only sell stuff. And it's just like, hey, all those new kids are getting into this podcasting thing.
Have you ever tried?
Okay, it's a laptop.
Yeah, that's it.
so
My whole
romantic.
podcast is in here at the moment, and it's all stuffed right now. So
Those infomercials. Like, has this ever happened to you? There's like a podcast guy swallowing an SM7B. Ah!
Or like your mom walks in when you're doing the podcast and she's
Yeah. Car drives through the window, like with like the blurry background because they're doing a video podcast for YouTube.
All right, drummer.
fuck.
You're up. What do you got? What have you been doing?
I finished the Star Wars thing. It's in now. I'm paid for.
Congratulations.
Good news and bad news. Good news is I finished it. Bad news is they want more. So I'm gonna be
Shit, because I'm about to start some Star Wars stuff, and I was like, I'll get him. I'll ambush him. And you said that, and I was literally like, it's time to pitch him right here live on stream. And now you're like, now they want more, and I'm like, fuck, damn it.
yeah, but it's
All
like
right.
it's gonna be more.
Get in line, Arthur.
Yeah.
I pitched Drumurboy a whole game.
It's
Okay?
true. And I just got like 3 emails today that's like, hey, are you busy October, November? We've got shit to do. I'm like, fuck.
I'll
like-
wait. I'll wait, Drumurboy, but only in the way that sharks wait. Okay.
Oh, like circling,
You know, if sharks,
blood in the
if
water.
sharks. Oh, okay. I was about to say if sharks wait, you die. So I mean, like, I don't
No,
know.
I'm circling. I'll eat other small animals while I wait
I'm
for this
staying
one.
in this flimsy cage, okay?
We'll see how
I ain't
long
going
that
out.
lasts.
Yeah, but like it's gonna be more spaced out. So then my next Star Wars tune for them might be like late October, early November.
Wait, they're still playing roleplay games? I thought that shit was dead.
They moved
They
it
have-
entirely off of roleplay, and now it's just Jesse Cox and friends.
Yeah, it's still technically role play, but it's Jesse. It's the last show that they're doing because they didn't want to just like when
Fail.
one person left. It's like, okay, I guess we're all done, and your fun game that you guys were all excited to play is over now. Rather than doing that, they're letting them take it to its conclusion. So
I mean, why waste all that money? Said JP.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
they've already. I assume there's still like a surplus of roleplay Patreon money, and that's what I'm getting paid.
Oh
out of
yeah,
pretty
almost
much. So.
certainly.
But also,
What
I
else you got?
finally did it. I finally started watching The Boys.
I actually also started watching The Boys. So what happened is I started watching Tales from the Loop, like you suggested, and it got weird. And then I was
it
like,
does that, yeah.
I'll watch The Boys, and I just finished
You've got to get
season
more
1
than 5
last
minutes,
night.
though, Arthur.
What?
You've got to get more than 5 minutes.
I
From the
gave
I'm
it like
gonna-
20 minutes, but I got distracted because there were Boys ads before Tales from the Loop, and I was like, why don't I just start watching The Boys?
I thought like you.
No,
made
no,
it to episode-
I'll be back for Tales from the Loop. It's just
Yeah.
that The Boys got me hooked. I saw the beginning of season 2 with it, where they have the fake Billy Butcher ad on the TV. It's like, I'm crazy, and I was like, this is the greatest fake Billy Butcher ever.
Right?
I
Oh
mean,
my god!
I watched. I'm up to like episode 4. I watched episode 3 last night, so I'm not very far in, but
It's good, right?
It'll be wild.
I just got past the crushed dude's head with stuff and things.
Yeah. I'm there with you.
Oh my god, I'm having a good time with that. I actually I got 3 episodes to watch now or something. Right, the last one's episode 6 or episode 5.
What's really funny?
Episode 6 comes out tomorrow.
What's super
Yeah.
funny is I keep on like hearing Dave and AP and James's voices. They're like, Watch The Boys. It's super good. And then like, I imagine if Dave ever got like a lifetime autobiography movie, Carl Urban would play Dave.
Oh, with the beard. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, I can't not see Dave right here.
Are you fucking serious right now?
Yeah, man.
I see it. Yeah, I see it now when he says
audience, pull up a picture of Carl Urban from The Boys.
I'm so used to seeing clean-shaven Carl Urban, but yeah, I agree with you.
Is it because I have this thing where my hair like matches my beard? Like
it's the beard.
Well, it's
the beard.
It's mostly just like the beard and the hair combo.
Yeah.
And he's like the Hollywood version of you. Like they get like someone slightly more attractive to like be the actor for the audio.
I love it. You're really gonna love the beginning of season 2 when they have the fake Billy Butcher commercial and they have someone playing Billy Butcher.
Dude, I don't know anything about it. Actually,
it's gonna be great.
I went into it thinking I knew because of the trailer, and then the first episode happened, and I'm like, I have no idea. This is actually way different than I thought. It's great.
So that kind of reminds me of when the new Star Wars movies came out, and Arthur told me that he was reminded of, like, I reminded him constantly of what was it? It wasn't Poe. What was the white dude that was friends with the stormtrooper? Was it Poe? Is that his fucking name?
Poe
Dameron.
Yeah. Arthur fucking just came to me and he was like, Dave, you're definitely Poe. And I'm like, what? No,
listen,
I'm not
in our dynamic, you're the Poe Dameron of the group, 100%. Yeah.
The great thing with that Billy Butcher ad was they totally did into the whole having an American doing a New Zealander doing a British accent.
His accent is horrible. I fucking hate listening to him talk, except when he's like, cunt. Let's get these cunts.
You know what's great about Carl Urban playing that character the way that he does? Because it literally, like, whenever I see that show or whenever I hear him talk, I'm instantly reminded that it's a graphic novel. You know what I mean? Like every single fucking time he's on screen, it's like, yeah, this is a graphic novel. No other character in the show does it for me other than that, because Carl Urban comes on and he's just like, all right, ladies, you got your panties in a bunch. Let's go kill some fucking heroes. Yeah. Some soups. Yeah.
Did anyone try watching Cursed at all? The Arthurian thing about Nimue? I found that funny because it's based on a Frank Miller comic, but it's so not Frank Miller, except when it absolutely is. There'll be like these sudden cuts in a single episode. It's like, holy shit, that was Frank Miller. But the rest of the time, it's like, I'm watching Merlin.
Yeah. Other than that, I've just been playing a little bit of Destiny, like trying to give it a chance to like, because until the new event happens, which I think is like the Halloween event, Season of the Lost or whatever event. Those are usually fun for a week or two, and then it's back to waiting for the new Europa content to happen. But I've been still playing through Dead Rising 2. It's so good, man.
It's so good.
It's so good. I also like, I might play Dead Rising 3. I don't know if I'll play Dead Rising 4. I looked at a trailer for it. It looked bad. It looked really bad.
4 is excellent. 4 is fantastic. 3 is bad.
Really? Because 3 looked like it didn't look like the Dead Rising that I know, but it looked okay. Dead Rising 4 just looks like
no. Like, okay, so imagine if all the Dead Risings like have a tone to it, right? And you know what that tone is because you're playing the game right now. It's kind of like, it's like serious, but at the same time, there's a guy in the corner like wearing a fucking bikini. It's like a Japanese game show, right? Like that. Yeah. That's kind of the tone that the
it's campy horror, basically.
Exactly. So 3 is way too serious. Like it is just. It's literally like if they took like the cool Japanese aspect of Dead Rising and just gave it to, because it's a Western company that made it. Like it's not. Yeah. It's not like the same people. So they literally just made they literally just made a fucking zombie game. And that's it. Like there's nothing special about it. But 4 goes back to like being fucking nuts.
Well, I watched the trailer for 4 and read some reviews. I'm like, this doesn't sound like, it sounds like they went too far the other way. It sounds like, hey, we got Frank West back. We're back in Willamette, but you can also be like, you can have all the Street Fighter characters and you can use all their specials in the in the thing, but it's also at like 6 FPS because we don't know how to make games anymore.
If you ignore all the Capcom bullshit inside of Dead Rising 4, it's really good. Like I had a great, honestly, you need to play it just for the story aspect.
I've wish listed them both, so if they're on sale for enough, then I'll probably buy them and play them.
Were they all on sale a while ago for like fucking 75% off or some shit?
Probably, but I missed it at that point. But like I'll probably play them. I'm not above playing bad fucking video games.
It's far from bad, dude. Like if you're enjoying your time in Dead Rising, you'll enjoy 4. Like I honestly think when people make reviews these days, it's like it comes from like a weird place. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
in a lot of cases, like maybe it's just how people play games these days. But like whenever I see reviews and shit like that for games, I have to take it with a grain of salt because
what I would love is if the company behind Dynasty Warriors made a Dead Rising game.
Like just like fucking
just hordes and hordes and ridiculous stupid weapons and like zombies and like combos and all
that has to exist. Like that has to exist.
It probably exists, but not under like the Dead Rising Capcom name. Koei Tecmo, is that the other company?
Yeah, I would love a fucking Yakuza zombie game, to be honest with you. They made a Yakuza game like in the olden time. What do they call the old Japanese era where everyone's like samurais and shit? What the fuck was that called?
Feudal,
yeah, like feudal Japan. They made like a Yakuza in the feudal Japan era, and it's like the same characters. Like it's like, you know, all the same characters from Yakuza, except they play different characters in like the feudal Japan version. It's so strange. Oh
yeah, but I played the fucking mobile Deus Ex game, so I'm not above playing bad games. In my Deus Ex playthrough, I played it. It only took 4 hours, which like it wasn't a bad game. There just wasn't much there. Like it didn't have a reason to exist other than to maybe introduce a character, and it's like a side character that comes up more regularly in the other things. But you know, still better than the reboot of Thief. That was hot garbage.
Okay. You got anything else?
No.
All right.
Working on a joke lo-fi track now. There's a game I play on Friday nights. A friend of, well, like on one of Henley's games, I met the developer Nullspeak, and it's his game, Blackout Club.
Oh,
I made
how's he doing?
They're kind of stressed out right now, to be honest, because like the way they're doing their enhanced horror thing, it's like live in game.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But California is currently under their second breakout of the pandemic, plus being on fire. So they're kind of really having trouble doing the draw of the game is enhanced horror, and they're having a real hard time doing it. Right now it's text only. So like in the game, there's a eye closing animation. You close your eyes and they can speak to you in game with single lines of text. So instead of voices coming in and speaking to you and you speaking back, they text to you and you speak back or text back.
I told him this when he was explaining the idea of the game to me when he was on the show. I was like, dude, games as a service, it's gonna run you fucking down. And it sounds like that's finally catching up to them.
Well, the thing is they didn't do that. It's like a game I think enhanced horror was supposed to end, like the story they're trying to tell was supposed to end a year ago. But they kept on getting new players, and they wanted to like kind of extend it, but they can't accept any more money because they don't own the IP. So they can't even open a Patreon to be like season 2, pay our voice actor or whatever. So it's, oh man, I feel bad for those guys, but it's one of my favorite games of the past year. I've got like 300 hours in it, 200 hours, something, but it's great. And then,
yeah, because games as a service are really good for the people playing it, but like as a developer on the back end, it's fucking nightmare town.
Yeah. But anyway, like, there's something in the game called the Old Tongue. Like you're in a city that's cut off from all the other radio frequencies, and you have like these daemon voices that try to contract or like they're kind of warlock patrons. They try to get the kids to be their hosts.
Yeah,
so
man.
They're all like
do drugs and worship Satan.
No, all the kids are like 13 or 14, so they're just trying to figure out why their parents are being
Sweet skateboard, Billy. You want some new
Wants a
vinyls?
But like the joke was, it's like a lo-fi, the lo-fi beats to chill and study to or whatever. I made a joke, old time beats to chill and sleepwalk to, and now that's a real thing.
Wow.
I'm making out of in-game.
Is it just okay? Make all the music, then reverse it. And
No,
put it on
no.
YouTube.
I'm doing like
Old timey Western piano, slightly out of tune in a minor key.
no, I'm doing like it's a jazz reduction of the theme that they had made. So like I'm taking pieces of it and turning it into like a jazz lo-fi thing. And then I sampled a whole bunch of things in the game to use as like percussion
that's
and
nice,
stuff.
man. I'm sure they'll enjoy the shit out of that. That's awesome.
I'm sure. And it's like, it's more for a community thing. Like there's a community radio thing they do for the show called the Neighborhood Watch every month to kind of catch up on lore because it is an enhanced horror. Like not everyone gets the whole piece of the pie at the same time. So there's a Discord where everyone tries to like piece together what's actually happening. And then this is a 2-hour podcast of them playing the game and discussing what happened that month in the lore categories and stuff. And then they have fan art and stuff like that. So I'm going to submit to there and see what happens.
I hope they're getting a lot of money because that's sort of like they can't replicate that experience on console. Like, they won't be able to do that shit.
Well, it's on console. Like they are doing the live stuff. I just don't know what they're going to do when they sunset enhanced horror. Like what they're going to do after that, whether it's just like that's the life cycle of the game and the people who experienced it did it. The rest of the people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if someone buys that game a year from now, they're not going to get the same experience that someone who played the game in its prime is going to have.
No,
but
just, I mean, it's a cool experiment. I don't know if any company would ever do it again, even though it's very cool. Like the enhanced horror stuff, the stuff that I've been involved with, like people coming into your game with like the voice changers and stuff, because they're all unique voices. There's 8 of them that come into your game, one at a time. And I haven't spoken to everyone, but like those are like peak moments of gaming that I'll remember for the rest of my life. They're so cool. It's just I'm sad that it costs so much, and it's a small team, and they're probably all stressing and pulling their hair out. Feel for Null. Oh God, it's very cool.
Hey, I know you're not watching this, Null, but if you want to reach out and have a conversation, my dude, do it, because I'd love to hear how it's going on the back end. But,
Anyway, that's me. I love that game so much, and I want it to end well, and I want them to be able to do what they want to do with it, even though the world has a different plan apparently.
All right, Dave, what do you got?
I spent the whole day today doing a hot fix for pieces. It was excruciating.
How hot was the hot fix?
Like we debugged the entire game because basically we released a massive patch, and I don't know if you know this, but everyone has a different computer. Like literally everyone. And as it turns out, I'm in the top percentile of people who have a decent computer. And, when it comes to beta testing this game, it's very difficult to get feedback on people. Like, I'll ask Arthur, hey, Arthur, do you want to test this game for me? And he's like, no, you take your demon shit away from me.
Yeah.
That's
I have said exactly that. Yeah.
What you need to do, go to like iBuyPower or whatever the equivalent is in Poland and get like a $300 bullshit PC. Like that's like the lowest point you can be and the highest point you can be.
AMD video card direct from China.
The thing is, though,
test it on a laptop
create
graphics.
a computer. What's the website that James is liking? Wish.com. Build a computer entirely off of Wish.
This computer cost 40 cents.
Well, I mean, the game is designed to work on, so we have aspirations to release on mobile. So the game is designed to work on integrated systems, which means it can run on a fucking toaster. But part of what that means is that while it's designed to work like that, sometimes things work weirdly. Like we have fluids in the game. I'll let your imagination take wonder as to what that actually
No,
means.
I'm good.
And we simulate that. So we have a plugin that is designed to simulate small pieces of water in a video game, like for example, like a cup of liquid, or like a cup of coffee or something like that, right?
And then someone's phone blows up because the battery explodes. You just can't.
Or
handle it.
not so much that, but like, so basically, in order to simulate liquids in a game, you have a circle, and that circle has like basically like imagine like jelly around it. And the way that you simulate liquid in the game is that you have a lot of these little circles with jelly attached to it, and you sort of clump them together, and then they become like liquidy, right? Like that's sort of how the game sort of does it. So in order to do that, you need to populate the world with tons of these little tiny circles, and depending on how you program these things, it can take a lot of resources, or it could be very efficient. So basically what happened is we released this patch, and on some people's computers, the game, for whatever reason, was generating like hundreds of these, like in the back end of the game while it was running. So you would check the RAM. Like, here's the thing: it doesn't happen on my PC, it doesn't happen on other people's PCs. But if people loaded up the game, their RAM every second would use 100 megabytes every second, and it would just continually increase
Memory leaks.
until the thing stopped. And this was
Were they
because
visible
it was
circles, or
no, they were completely invisible. But the
Which
back
makes it
end of the
even-
system, yeah.
that
So we debugged the entire game today, and we found the problem.
Jesus, James.
And 2 CPUs, 1 card. And basically, we went through the entire system, and we found the problem. But then we also managed to optimize it at the same time. So now, if you play it, it's even better than it was before, and we don't have these random crashes anymore. So I spent the whole day doing that, and guess how many lines of code that ended up being?
half.
3. It took 3 lines of code to add all this in, but there's so much code around like fluid dynamics in this game that it's just like, there's a nightmare to go through, but we did it. My new programmer on the team is great because we swapped the programming stuff. So this guy is a real gun. I've known him for like 10 years, and he sort of came in, he's just like, and he zipped through it all when we found it. And yeah, no, it's definitely
What
good.
you're saying is new coder goes burr.
Yeah, new coder goes burr. That's exactly it.
Great.
And what else? My friend released another game called Midnight Castle Succubus, and it's doing extremely well. And if you're into Castlevania games, you should go check that out. It's fantastic, and it's well made. And I believe it is getting like hundreds of positive reviews every day. I think it's something like 97% right now,
Nice.
positive reviews, with like, I want to say like 400 reviews. And let me check. It's very interesting product. 117 reviews, very positive. Yeah, 96%. So that should give you an idea of how good it is. It's like Castlevania 2, the
Nice.
one where it's got like the text that
Symphony
shows
of the
up. It's
Nights
just like,
kind of stuff.
more like It's a Terrible Night for a Curse. That one, whatever one that one is.
Oh yeah, the 96% reminded me of Hades launched 1.0 finally. That game.
Oh
looks
yeah,
dope.
I've been watching Bubber not play that.
I might pick that up soon. I've been selling off those like collectible cards that you get in Steam for playing the game. I'm just trying to build up enough to like maybe be like $2 or $3 towards an actual game.
Oh yeah. By the way, if you've ever done that before, because I'm doing it right now for pieces, it is a fucking nightmare. They are so picky, so picky with that shit. So basically, one of the things you have to do is every single time, like making the cards is fine, making the badges is fine, but the thing they're picky with is like you can unlock backgrounds for your Steam profile.
Yeah.
And they are so fucking picky with that. This is like, no, it's too bright. No, it's too bright. No, the fade isn't pixel perfect. You have to change it. It's just like, come on, my dude, stop it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't know.
As soon as I figured that out, though, like the background shit, I went through like my Steam library of like the old games that I played and really liked, and like looked up backgrounds of. So I got a whole bunch of System Shock and System Shock 2 backgrounds now, because that game is dope, and all the art in that is crazy.
The trick is, if you want to have them, you have to have at least played for 2 hours in the product, and you can literally go into the Steam thing and just buy them now. So
there's
really
also a website that has them, but you didn't hear that from me.
Okay.
What do you mean?
We
Like
ready
you
to
can
get this
go
thing started?
There's like an archive of like all the backgrounds for all the games, and you can just like go there and download them, use them as backgrounds on your computer.
This is
cool.
not legitimate.
People can Google it.
It's an LDL for that.
Wow.
It's literally JPEGs. Like, people sell fucking
It's
wallpapers
true.
on Steam, so whatever.
Look, I'm an FGO player. I know how this works.
Did they have a Bone Zone wallpaper?
No, but the Bone Zone comes in Christmas. I'm ready for it.
Did anybody buy a new Xbox this week?
No, I tried to buy a new PlayStation, but they all sold out fucking instantly. No, we can't talk about this. We have to start this show.
One more thing. Fucking Game Pass and Microsoft buying Bethesda. Why would you even want a new console?
Woo.
Yeah, that was a pretty good move.
You know what's great? Obsidian can make Fallout again.
They could. I don't know if that'll actually happen though, because
also, I saw a great meme of like a child crying doing homework, and it's just like when Microsoft forces Bethesda to finish their games.
Wow. Okay.
Can I say one more thing show related? Can I say something show related, Arthur?
Yeah,
related to this show. Yes. Okay. So I felt guilty this week that I haven't given you like a more character background than what we did during character creation.
Yeah.
I haven't given you a bunch of NPCs to use and abuse and.
Listen, don't worry. I have some select ones for you. But tell me some more premium.
But so what I've been working on, I hope to have it finished today. I didn't quite get it done today. I will get it done for you this week. Is I've done a character background, but I've done a character background in the form of a VHS Cyberpunk movie, like insert cover.
Okay, great.
I like it.
All right, perfect. Previously on the show, you decided to call in some more debts to go rescue Kiara. Then you threatened a man on the roof. You accidentally found where Kiara was being held. Then you shot a bunch of people, including a naked man, and evacuated Kiara. So we cut to several minutes later, where you have stolen all of their weapons and some of their petty cash, and apparently a loose cell phone.
And their pants.
And a sandwich.
Whoa. Did you steal pants?
Yeah, there was. I totally took this down. There was a pair of.
There was a full
Black
Loss
pants.
and Wellness uniform.
A full set of Loss and Wellness security gear and a pair of flak pants.
There was a pair of
that's
flak
true.
pants.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was somebody's armor. So you stole their armor.
Yep.
Okay, got it. All right.
Fucking Glimo in the corner, fucking taking off a dead guy's pants.
Now, talk to me about.
I didn't take any organs because they're all full of shit pseudo drugs. So
talk to me about distribution of people moving here. Right, Marcus has his motorcycle. Pascal has his motorcycle. Is it Mash and Drummer? Mash and Colton and Kiara in the sedan?
Sure. That sounds like a reasonable thing to me.
Okay. All right. It's, middle of the day. People are starting to pile out for lunch hour. The streets that were previously not very full are starting to get full of people walking or using like little safety mopeds. Very tiny
like
segways and stuff.
Oh god.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Like the limes of the 2020.
And they're just going around trying to get lunch somewhere as you all head towards the exit of Arasaka's compound here in New Redline City's upper deck. When you go to exit, they stop your cars and indicate for Pascal to get off his motorcycle and come to the gatehouse.
I do.
Okay. So the guy is just like, you're Mr. Jaden, huh?
Yes.
Okay. You accomplished everything you were looking to do?
I did.
Okay.
I
Just
will
wanted
give,
to remind you that you owe Assistant Manager Martin one favor, and that you should keep your cell phone availability as available as possible in the immediate future. Because we know
aware.
who you are. Okay. Then he like raises his hand, and the gates out of the Arasaka compound let you guys leave. And you know, more cars are coming in, more cars are going out, but your convoy is allowed to leave essentially.
Okay.
What do you do?
Colton's probably nervously figuring out how to ask Kiara for an autograph because his sister is a huge fan. Or adopted sister, I guess.
Yeah, let's have that conversation. So Kiara's just like in the back, blankly staring out of a window.
So, how's the music gig these days?
Oh,
I don't do music. Oh, wait, no, you're talking. Wait, who are you talking to?
She looks confused. She doesn't know who now either.
Because I assume you're talking to me, since it's my car. I mean, you know, including me in the conversation, whatnot.
Hold on. Where's everyone situated? Like, am I back
right.
seating?
She's back right.
Oh, is she back right? Because I figured like Mash would have her front seat and I'd be in the back somewhere.
You can be in the back left
Yeah,
if you want.
Sure.
I'm driving by myself.
Yeah.
Oh, my dudes, come on now.
Wrecked. Welcome to your new life as an Uber. Yeah, she turns to look at you in the ways that every completely disaffected old entertainer who, you know, meets a fan in a non-fan setting and is just like, oh yeah, okay, I'll humor you a little bit. And she says, all right, what do you want me to autograph? You know, it's been a while since I've done.
By old, she's 25.
Yes, but she's been doing this since she was a kid, so. Seasoned entertainer, Glimo. I'm sorry. I said old.
Go and like rifle through.
Let's go down to the mall.
Come on, Jessica. Come on, Tori.
Oh, man.
Let's go to the mall. You won't be sorry. Fucking love that song. The music video is so good.
Rifling
I'm
through his
surprised you
fanny
fucking know
pack
it.
for a
Ozzy.
thing. Probably rifling through his fanny pack for like one of the cards that he has. Like he's probably got like his like small little drugstore cards that'll like flip over to the back and hand to her.
You have a prescription booklet in your fanny pack?
No, like
dude.
cards. Like cards
Business
be
card.
like, this is like whatever, I don't even know the name of my own place. The place where I keep small amounts of dead bodies in the basement, you know?
All right, so she's like, you got a pen? It's not like they let me keep anything in the safe house.
Oh, I'd probably have a pen.
Yeah, she takes it from you and she says, all right, now who am I making this out to?
His name's Coltan.
Did I ever give my kid sister a name? I don't know if I did.
If not, it's time to do it now.
Coltan. Coltan. That's how you spell it, in case you're wondering.
Adopted sister is most valued. She does not have a name.
All right.
Abigail.
Name generator. Let's do it. Oh, geez.
Britney Spears.
Brittany S. Pierce.
Let's go.
Listen, that was a joke that was like 2 seasons in the making on that show Glee. They only ever called her Brittany for the whole time. And then she's like, my full name is Brittany S. Pierce. Brittany really brings down all of us spears.
Her name's Hayden.
Hayden.
Right.
All right. She looks at you and
Way to
says,
save the world.
she turns to look at you and says, really? Wow, you're going to go there? Fine. Fuck you, Dave. We're just going to do popcorn. You're stealing my thing from me. She turns to look at you and says, look, I'm not judging, but I'm guessing this isn't your name.
No, it's
Okay.
my kid sister's.
Oh, well, she
She's a
says it
huge
kind of
fan.
dryly and sarcastically. Well, isn't that sweet? And she sounds like, Hayden, incredible. Your brother saved my life. Love, Kiara. But she signs
I
the eye
pass-
with a heart.
I pass one back, Arthur, and I'm just like, can you make it out to eBay?
Yeah. So she hands it to you and says, listen, I have to tell you, if I see that shit on the Matrix, my agency will have you killed. So
eBay happens to be my middle name.
she hands it over to you. But she's looking at you very seriously when she threatens to kill you.
Empathy 4.
So, how do you all know Pascal?
Oh, he works for me.
Okay. What do you do exactly beyond driving a car?
I push my sweet glasses up that I don't need that I'm wearing when I'm driving because I've also got driving gloves on and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just like, what do you mean? Do you not know who I am?
She just rolls her eyes and she's like, look, that's normally my line, okay? You have to be at least this high in the stardom to pull that shit.
Mm-hmm. Drive past the poster with me on it.
It's probably a wanted poster.
Yeah, probably.
She never notices it.
Yeah.
No, it's a show called Wanted, produced by Mash Nathers.
Mhm. Where we
Redline.
It's
talk
a Mash
Wanted.
Nathers documentary on bounty hunters who break the
Yeah.
law to bring bounties back across state lines.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And Carl Urban with a
I-
bowl cut plays Mash.
Fucking cunt that you can bounce up on me.
I also
I'll
like
break
the
your
idea
leg
that
backwards. I will.
I made more money on the bounties than I did on the TV show. Like,
Where
Well,
are you
I'm-
taking Kiara? Exactly. So you've left Arasaka territory. You're still on the upper plate. You have an infinite way wide world to go, but no one has actually discussed where you're going.
Well, she wanted to get out of here, so I figured
Correct.
we're taking her to the hover terminal.
All right.
yeah, it's like I lean over, open the door. Okay,
Have
off
fun.
you go.
All right.
Good luck.
Yeah, she's just like, listen, they took my everything. Can somebody spot me a ticket or something? Like, what are we doing here? I don't even
Oh
have a phone,
shit! I don't
guys.
know. That sounds kind of rough.
How much does that even go for?
What? It's a great question. She's just
Probably,
like, yeah.
It's probably along the lines of like 20 eddies or something like
No,
that.
she's like, yeah, 1,000 will get me wherever I'm going.
Cool. It was nice meeting you. Have a good life, and see you. I shut the
1,000?
door. I drive away.
Colton will like Jake,
So
I mean,
she's just
you're-
left
you're-
looking at Bishop and Pascal.
well
You have
like
someone you,
Colton will
you
be
have
like
someone you can call.
Anyone-
Yeah, like my manager. Again, I don't have a cell phone.
I'll hand her my phone.
All right, she starts dialing numbers, and it's just like, yeah, it's Kiara. I was kidnapped again. So you didn't send anyone to look for me. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
What's
Uh-huh.
the manager saying?
Uh-huh. You're not even here. You drove away. Boom, get wrecked.
True. Okay.
Look, I don't care. This is all fucking bullshit. Just send somebody to pick me up.
Colton's still in the back seat of Mash's car,
Yeah.
just like whoop, twiddling his thumbs.
I mean, Mash drove away, so the two of you are just
Yeah.
driving off, leaving her standing on the curb
Yeah.
with two motorcyclists.
I'm
and-
probably like in the seat behind the driver's seat too.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah. Just looking
I
over
like-
his
I like-
shoulder. It's really like, oh, why'd
I
you
look
do
in the
that?
revision mirror and it's like, so you want to get fucked up or something? Like,
No, actually, can we swing by? I'll give you an address to swing by so I can like drop this off for my sister.
I like
in-
lean back and it's like, when did I become the fucking taxi driver? Like at what point? Just tell me what point.
I mean, I could get out and on my skateboard and you could give me a ride that way.
Well, if I'm actually a taxi driver, I tell you what, you can fucking pay me.
It's €3 a mile, so it's actually not that bad.
I'm like, fine. I've got the most money. I got a payday. I got an Oregon payday, man.
Actually, you know what? I don't care. Let's go. Where are we driving? To your sister's house?
Well, I think she might still live with the family because she's probably pretty young. still.
Oh, I get to meet your family. Awesome.
I doubt they're home. They're corp.
I think what you mean is his family gets to meet you.
I doubt very much they're home. They might have like a nanny because they were like corp people that adopted me and took me
Yep.
in as
In
well as
suburbia.
yeah. So big houses.
So wait, we're driving to your sister's home, and she's not even there.
No, it's the family's house. She's there. The parents probably aren't.
Okay.
I probably use like my parents' first names, even though like I don't really care about them.
Janice and Daniel.
Yeah, exactly. Once you start using your parents' first names, that's how you know you're independent.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll drive him there. Sorry, I interrupted with that other scene that was going on.
So, I'm looking for your description of Kiara in your life path.
Well, that's why my
Yep, that's
my
me.
sheet
I'm
keeps
doing it.
flipping.
So when you change it back, I was like, damn it.
Give it
No,
to
you
you.
just did it again. What are you
It's
doing,
right here. It's
Glimo?
right here. It's right here.
No, oh, is it? You take me to wherever it is.
Hack the planet.
There we go. She hands the phone back to you, Marcus, after an unusual amount of time arguing with somebody who she clearly doesn't give a shit about. And she says, all right, look, I'm going to get picked up here in an hour. You guys can just go, okay? You can just go. Pascal, thanks for nothing, I guess. You, giant cyber solo, whatever, thanks.
Is there somewhere that we can sit near here with a line of sight to this spot to like eat a meal or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like the
So
it's
there's
like a
this-
giant bus station, but for flying cars. So
Yeah.
there's definitely got to be like some fast foods places nearby. There's a Dread Gazebo coffee shop.
Are
So
you
there's
hungry?
this-
Do you want food while you wait?
Sure, whatever.
She's like half naked, right?
No, she's got pants and like a tank top.
And a jacket with the sleeves torn off.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you gave her the armored jacket with the torn off sleeves. Yeah, yeah. So you know, I'll tell you what, she actually makes it work.
Medtech chic, you know.
Yeah. Militech chic.
It does look an awful lot like the description
Yes.
I rolled of her of her rocker outfit.
Yeah, so she just kind of leads the way to Dread Gazebo and then orders a coffee that's like 90% dried berries and cinnamon crushed up inside and like a little bit of coffee. And then looks at you guys and is like, you guys want anything? I mean, you're paying for it, but...
I'll just get something, you know, like a pretty much filter coffee, you know, and
Yeah.
then sit down silently.
Same here, and I'll pick up the tab on this.
So the coffees here are all named after the various classes of Cyberpunk. So you guys both order like solo coffees.
Just straight black coffee.
Yeah, she ordered the media.
which is basically like the cinnamon swirl fucking.
What is the Nomad?
Nomad's just the Nomad
oh,
would be like a latte for sure.
No. Nomad's got to be super hardcore. Because they're always traveling, right? They'd be like, you have to have the darkness of the open road.
Double espresso shot with guarana.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, guarana.
Tech would have... Regular tech. Not Medtech, but regular tech would be pumpkin spice. I know my people.
A corp would be like just like the most watered down fucking like large coffee.
No. A regular corp order would be like 25 words long, strung together.
And it's
I
got
want a
like
half venti, half
squirts.
latte, espresso, double shot
with just a lemon.
Yeah.
Oh, just a lemon.
I mean, she sits down and she tries to sit so that she's across from Bishop and not from Pascal.
Damn.
Yeah.
You saved her and she's giving you the ice cold shoulder.
I mean, she was kidnapped to threaten him.
Just like that venti ice water you ordered.
Yeah, and you can tell like this is super awkward for Pascal. He does not know what to say. He feels like super bad about this whole thing, but at the same time a little bit, like they're not together anymore, so it's like super weird and awkward. You just saved your ex-girlfriend who got kidnapped because of you, but you two haven't really kept in touch or seen each other in years, and so it's
we get that in
like
one look.
The tension is like super palpable at this
the
table.
Soundtrack is like a violin low playing the string. And she's just like, fucking look, Pascal, don't worry, I'm gonna be finding a picture of you to just fucking destroy tonight. When the adrenaline comes down in like an hour, I'm so glad I'm involved in your family affairs once again. Look at you. You look like you don't have any idea what we're doing here. Thank God that you have this extremely competent person to just do everything for you.
I'm sorry that you ended up in the middle of...
She just rolls her eyes. I'm sorry. It's all I ever hear from you. Okay? How about doing something for once?
I got you out of this as soon as I found out.
Did you?
You're here, aren't you?
I mean, she just kind of gestures towards Marcus. Kind of seemed like everybody else did all the work.
She doesn't know that everyone else did all the work. She was in the
You were
bathroom.
walking around with 2 pistols, and everyone else is walking around with rifles. That's what she knows.
Yeah, well,
we only got in and out of the zone because of what Pascal pulled. Everything was off camera. Everything was nobody knows how to fight. No one's able to track us here because of what Pascal did.
All right.
I just shot some guys.
Yeah, she stops for a moment as if she's having trouble processing this because she just really wants to be mad at Pascal. And you're like backing him, and she's like, grr.
I listen
AP,
to a concrete wall to just try to hear what's in the bathroom.
May I try human perception to identify whether she actually does have any latent feelings for him?
Yep.
I would like to use human perception to gauge her empathy score, please.
No.
Yeah.
I'm also triggering my voice stress analyzer for this as well.
I mean, her voice stress is off the fucking roof.
Not great. It's 14.
Listen, as far as feelings for him go, they're extremely minimal. What you're getting from her is that she is still in like ultra high alert mode. Like she was moments away from being taken from a second location to a third location. And then there was a bunch of armed conflict and she's trying to play it cool, but actually she's freaking out.
So actually, if they have like, can I just get water from the counter here as well?
Yes, but it costs money.
Okay, no worries. I will go and buy some
What
water.
size water would you like?
Yeah, the grimace cup.
The ice is additional.
I'll just put the water in front of him and say, this will help you more than the coffee will.
When you say that, she starts downing the coffee, but then follows it up with some water. You some sort of psychologist? Some sort of murder psychologist, huh?
No.
How do you know Pascal? You do jobs for him? You his bodyguard?
We work together for a corp.
Yeah, that seems likely. Pascal working for a corp.
No, not for a corp. For a corpo, I should say. For a corpo.
Really?
Yeah.
You gone legit, Pascal?
A lot has changed, Kiara.
Well, that's what they all say. Things really don't ever change. Does anybody have a pen?
I pull out a pen. Oh, sorry, pencil. I pull out a pencil.
All right,
she still has my pen.
Oh, that's
She
true.
never
She
gave it
does.
back.
Oh, I love the idea that she doesn't give it back. She takes the pencil with no intention of returning it, and takes like so it literally has a napkin dispenser that will only dispense 3 napkins per person. And starts pulling napkins down and starts writing like song lyrics. The more things seem to change, the more they stay the same, and she just start writing a song about this experience.
It's called Naked Death Guy.
Well, she does make synth metal, so that's not the weirdest song name.
You seem to have done well for yourself, Kiara.
Oh,
since
fuck
Atlanta.
off, Pascal. It's
Yeah,
not like
I
the
would
old
say
days.
that too if I was there.
Jesus, could you be any more generic? You seem to have done well for yourself. She writes that down, and then writes like next to it, say it sarcastically.
Pulls out a microphone. Say it again. I need to fucking
Sample it.
sample you.
Is she like a Taylor Swift that does all those songs about like shit goes on in her life?
Oh yeah, now I'm getting that now. Yeah, listen, I love the arc of Taylor Swift's career, because when it started out, I was like, yeah, sundresses in America and country stuff, and now it's like I'm the Princess of Darkness, and I'm like, yeah, excellent, this is great. There's never been a point where Taylor Swift hasn't been amazing.
Is this girl in the Taylor Swift early stage?
Oh
Where
no, she's late stage Taylor.
She's gonna transition into country folk music.
No, she's a synth rocker, so she
Good
probably
songs don't
started
come from
off a little
good songs
differently.
don't come from good decisions.
Wow! Oh, wow! I wish Colton was here and said that, because that sounds like a great lyric line.
That's a real life Drumurboy line.
Yeah, so she's just writing things down. When she runs out of napkins, she like takes one of your hands and slams it onto the napkin dispenser so it recognizes another person is getting napkins, and then takes 3 more. She's like, fuck. You know, this is really the only time I can write songs anymore is when I'm in mortal danger or jumping off of a cliff or somebody trying to gun me down.
Can I either do a pick lock or electronic security to get her a big
Oh yeah,
stack?
you can pick lock on the napkin dispenser. What a gentleman.
In before management knows this is not the only reason she can write songs, so they orchestrate kidnappings to get her writing.
No comment.
By the way,
Yep. Yeah, you break open that dispenser and he just takes a big pile.
I love the idea that we
is
shoot
such
up
a
an
Deus
apartment
Ex
building,
thing, by the way.
kill a bunch of people, and then go to jail for stealing napkins.
So like your waitress comes over and it's like, do you all need any? Think you got enough napkins? How did you do that?
I think the dispenser's broken.
Okay, I'll put in a word with the manager. And then she like holds a hand up to her chin and obviously is using some sort of cyber mic. Okay, well, you all need your coffees topped off. Maybe get
I'll take another nomad.
Okay. Breakfast, lunch. Maybe you want like a brunch bagel.
By the way, having a coffee named the Nomad is like having a coffee named the Native American.
Welcome to Coachella's coffee.
Yeah.
We'll appropriate anything and make a drink out of it.
I'll try the cop.
She eyes you up. It's like, you sure? That's strong stuff.
Comes with a donut on the
It does
side.
come with a donut. Of course it does.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. All right. What do you want for your donut? Jelly filled or glazed?
Glazed.
All right. So she comes back a few minutes later with a donut hole, a glazed donut, and basically like a triple-sized, huge styrofoam container instead of a regular cup with one of the lid top things of just like pure dark black.
17 espresso shots.
High quality Colombian roast.
Just to make sure you're jittery when you're trying to shoot at a.
Yeah, exactly. You need it for the stakeout. Got to get those overtime hours in, so you make $200,000 a year.
Hey, not everyone can afford booster wear.
Yeah, that's for sure. Says the guy deeply in debt.
Part of that 200,000 is actually part of some sort of disaster relief fund that the Pentagon just kind of takes. Never mind. Perfect.
Listen, now your politics. You know how this works. You know how to play the game. Is there anything else we want to have with this conversation?
The only thing I want to say is that when she does get picked up, I want my pencil back. And I'll ask her for it. Like as she goes to leave, I'm like, can I have my pencil back?
She goes, what? And then steps into the vehicle that's picking her up.
I mean, as she's standing up from the table. I mean, I assume the vehicle doesn't pull up directly up from the table.
Okay, yeah, like when that happens, she like pushes away from the table. She's like, what? And then it just like gets up and leaves with the pencil.
I'm happy to. I'll take her hand. Like I'll grab her hand.
Okay.
And hold her.
She's just like, hey, don't touch me. All right, look, here's your pencil. She hands you Colton's pen.
I put it down with my spare hand and say pencil.
She picks the pen back up, swaps it for the pencil in her pocket, and then hands you the pencil. And I was like, whatever.
Have a nice day.
Yeah,
Better go.
You have a nice day too.
Hey, look, good letter's hard to find these days.
And then as she's walking away, she's like, "Oh, that would be a good song. Good song lyric. Have a nice day."
All right, Pharrell Williams,
But with metal and screaming.
Yeah. She gets in her essentially like floating air sedan and it jets away north.
I don't know what my little drug stand is called, but it's got three. It's BIC, so she has a big pen.
Wow.
Those have lighters. Mm-hmm.
Perfect. What do you all do now? I mean, you don't have anything on the docket, although several of you owe some pretty deep favors.
So my plan was to, now that is settled, to take up that ad on the apartment.
Okay. Yeah, so you were previously offered an apartment by an anonymous source, and it was the following: $1,500 up front for bedroom, full kitchen, laundry. So basically 3 rooms.
Mm-hmm.
Bed, 2 futons. I'm gonna post it all for you. You're gonna pay it. You're gonna get all that good shit in there.
I will.
Okay. So you fill the personalized ad for you, and as soon as you pay the money in, you get a synthesized voice that says, "Thank you, unknown sender. You can pick up your key card at the location immediately or anytime within the next 24 hours. The building manager will be available for you at all times.
His name's Mark. Mark Z.
Kaberg.
Yeah.
What? Just no.
Facebook is your landlord.
Nope.
Nope.
Are you going to drive over and check out your new place?
I am.
All right. So it's in the suburbs on the south side of the city. It's pretty far from any of the main arterial roads, but it looks like a nice place. However, the landlord, or at least the building supervisor, seems to be out front. He's got a green mohawk that seems to have cyberware built into it. He's got a silvery cyber arm that very clearly is not attempting to conceal a weapon. It's got like a pop-out pistol that can go straight to his hand, but it's literally just like in his forearm. He's wearing a dirty, greasy tank top and like cargo pants when you come up, and he's just like, "You the new client for this room?"
Yes.
He starts speaking to you not in English but in street speak, and he's just
Okay.
like, "So you're an edge runner, huh?"
You could say that.
Okay, let me tell you something. This building here, you keep your business away from it, okay? You don't do deals here. You don't bring your problems home, and we don't have a problem, okay?
Works for me.
All right. Here's your
Did you
new
just
key
get
card.
fucking stereotyped, my dude?
Absolutely. Apparently.
You walk up with your fucking trench coat, and he's like, "This guy runs."
Yeah.
What's the cat's name? Napalm.
Oh shit, he's serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, he hands you a key card for your second floor apartment. You have one window, but it's got security bars over it, so no one can get in through it unless they blow out the whole wall. You got that nice front system where you can see, video chat with whoever's outside. The furniture's
Nice.
all there. They all have plastic covers over it that you have to remove from everything. The building manager's just like looking over his shoulder. He's like, "Wow, what a great place. Really a slice of heaven."
Don't
It
mind
will
the
do.
chalk outlines on the floor. They have nothing to do with the previous tenant.
So,
All
yeah,
the
he's...
furniture is arranged strangely, like cover stains and shit.
No, it's...
If you find any murder weapons in the building, please report it to security.
It's surprisingly normal, Pascal. Except for the building manager, who seems to be very unusual. Yeah, he's just like, okay.
Well, he is a robot named Mark Zuckerberg.
Wow, it's not his name. He says, "Look, if you have any problems, you can contact me. Don't believe that 24 hours a day thing. I only work during business hours, all right? 9 to 5.
Okay. What would I have to do to find out more about this? This guy's tweaking me weird.
Well, you accepted an advertisement that was unsolicited that was sent to you the instant you lost your home.
Fair enough.
So, yes, you should be somewhat weirded out by every part of this.
Well, that's the least weird part.
Wow. Okay.
In the dark future.
Yeah, he turns and leaves. If you had a cop contact, or if you wanted to put things out with your fixer network, you could run this guy somehow.
Yeah, let's do that. I can either give you a contact or I can just do generic street deal.
I mean, you have a contact who
yeah.
is a cop. His name is Marcus Bishop.
Well, okay.
But you can also do a generic street deal. You'll need to do you make up the contact, but you'll still need to roll street deal to see whether or not they actually care about you.
Okay.
Sure, Pascal, who are you trying to contact?
I am going to contact one of the few friends I have that's from the old country. His name is Rom Kostov, Ukrainian cop.
Okay.
And
Who's he
here's a
work
roll.
for?
He works for.
Does he work for the state of New Jersey? Is he a federal agent or is he a cop for the corp?
I'm gonna say that he is state of New Jersey.
Okay. State cop. Let me just double check and make sure you're not wanted by the state of New Jersey.
I don't believe that I am.
Some of you got warrants.
If I do, then I wouldn't, then I would know that and wouldn't be.
You are in fact wanted by the police.
Am I?
Yep. You are hunted by local cops in Redline City.
I was
Contacting
hunted
this
by
guy, I mean, it could be a dangerous dance.
I'm hunted by cops in Atlanta.
I have the very last thing that happened to you is hunted by cops, local cops.
Yeah, that was Atlanta. That's why I had to leave Atlanta. It's in the backstory there. Yeah.
Look at this guy trying to dodge sideways. I'll play this out for now. A 19th Street deal. All right, so it almost goes to voicemail when someone picks up the phone and goes, "This is Detective Sergeant Rom. What do you want?"
It's Pascal.
Oh, fucking Pascal, huh? He switches to speaking Tagalog.
Ukrainian.
Oh, yeah, sorry, Ukrainian. He's just like, the fuck do you want?
I just had a weird experience.
Okay, look, if you're on drugs, I can get you to a place.
Not that kind of weird. You know that's not my game.
Oh, yeah, that's not your game. Look, you work for the Tagalog Mafia. Those people are into fucking everything, Pascal. They're into everything. Other gangs, they have honor, they have codes, they have a specific area of interest. These motherfuckers will do literally anything. Don't talk to me about this and that. Okay. You want what from me? Weird experience.
I had to leave my home suddenly, and I've got a advertisement for an apartment, out of the blue, and the super seems a little strange. I was wondering if you could.
This guy's at his desk, like pushing his eyeballs in, and he goes, "You found a weird person in Redline City after you accepted an unusual apartment deal. Wow. You want me to run this guy down?"
I just want a little bit more information.
Okay, give me his name.
I do.
Well, the guy never gave you a name, so.
No, I would have gotten the name from I would have asked him his name as I was moving in.
Yeah, like if you asked him his name, he's just like, "You can just call me the manager."
Super duper.
So I just give him the name of the leasing company and the address.
So this guy is just like, "Wow, so you don't even, do you have a picture, maybe? Voice clip?"
Yes.
Okay, do you actually have either of those things?
I have yes, I have voice recorder in my cyberware.
Okay, you send him, he's like, "All right, look, I'll check my batch. Try to get it done in the next couple of days. What do I get out of this?"
What do you want?
Jesus, Pascal, come on. I thought you're supposed to be a fucking professional at this. I don't know what I want. A promotion, maybe? A wife? Hookers and blow? Jeez, you're supposed to be the guy that tells me what I get when I do. Okay, you know what? You just call me back when you figure it out. And when you do, I'll get started on your little beauty project, okay? Some of us have real jobs, Mr. Edge Runner. He slams the phone down.
Thanks for nothing, Rom.
You do get a message about 6 minutes later that someone has checked the file that you left at an LDL. So he's actually started doing the work.
Okay. Great.
What about the rest of you?
Probably once.
We're still going to my place to drop off my sister's gift.
Okay. When you get there, there is nobody at the house, but you can just either like slip it through the mail slip or leave it in the mailbox.
Sure.
Okay. When you're leaving the area,
Wait, is this? I guess I don't really care to notice if this is usual or unusual. I'm
this
not
is
home
pretty
very
normal,
often.
right? For everybody to be gone during the day. When you're leaving the area, somebody stops you and is like, "Oh, hey, you!" It's like a elderly man, probably in his 80s. He seems like he's one of these, no synth type guys.
Neighborhood watch.
Yeah, so he's just like, "You fucking skateboarder, what the fuck are you doing here? Your fancy hair and all your."
Do I recognize him?
No.
Because I grew up in this.
Oh,
neighborhood.
then yes, you do recognize him. He just fucking hates skateboarders and punk trash like you.
I'll yell like,
Old man Willison. Yeah.
Good to see you, Mr. Wilson.
He's just, fuck you, you fucking piece of shit. I recognize you. Get the fuck out of here. You don't even live here anymore. I'm gonna call the cops if you spend 1 second longer here.
I was walk away, giving him the finger with my
Yeah,
metal
that's
arm
right.
and
Walk away, bitch.
Get back into Mash's car.
Okay. Hey. Mash,
Wonderful
there is an
neighborhood.
old man shaking his fist and approaching your car at moderate speed.
He's an old man. You can outrun him. Let's go.
In a car? I hope so. You can't hear what he's saying yet, but you can see he's getting closer.
That's Mr. Wilson. He's been an absolute bastard since I grew up here.
He's pointing towards your car now. He's pulling out a phone, Mash.
Oh man. Are you done?
All right, he's gotten
Yeah.
close enough to the car that now he's knocking on the passenger side window and pointing towards you, Mash.
I'm done.
Okay, so I'm gonna drive away.
Okay. He shakes his fist, like follows you into the street for a minute.
He's going to report
All
the car
right.
stolen, probably.
Yeah.
Malcontent getting into a nice car
Yeah.
must be stolen.
Bishop, what's happening with you?
So after Kiara leaves, my plan is to go back to my apartment, drop off my extra arsenal, and then probably call Mash next.
All right, Mash, you get a phone call.
Yellow. What up?
It's Bishop. The
I know
girl's
it's
been
Bishop. I like saying that though.
the girl's been delivered to safety. Are we clear for today then?
I mean, look, Bishop. That wasn't anything to do with the job. I hope you know that, right?
No, but if you had a similar problem, I'd deal with it too. So it's part of the job is being part of the team.
Sure. All right. Okay. I'll buy that. Hey, listen, do you know anything about home security? Because I have a feeling like, if our new friends, our companions, and I'm saying this completely while fucking Drumurboy's in the car, right? I'm just, not giving a shit. And it's like, if their, garbage rises up, which it seems like it's doing, it's going to affect you and me quite readily. I was thinking about this really cool concept of like an armored door, like a door that's completely armored, except for like a hole that I can shoot them through. What do you think?
And they can't. What's to stop them pushing you through that hole as well?
Because I will be standing in the armored part. You know what I mean?
That's when Mash discovers that walls are really easy to destroy. It's when he discovers that drywall is less good than an armored plate.
I'm just picturing Mash with like a titanium door with a doggy door halfway up.
I mean, you're not far off the mark. Like,
Mash
Like,
is going to get
imagine-
episode 1 burn noticed for sure.
Imagine a door that's like perfectly normal on the outside, and on the other side it's like armored, but like one hole in the middle where Mash can put his gun through and just blast a motherfucker. And when they shoot back through the door, it's all armored. That's what he's thinking. He's thinking
This is like having a conversation with my wife about home security, because we have like a garage attached to the house with a door between the garage and the house, and she always wants to lock it. I'm like, why do you want to lock it? Oh, someone get in that way. It's like if they've already gone to the trouble of tearing up our garage door, an internal door is not going to be that much a problem for them to kick in. So
Also, do you know a guy who?
What if they're tired? What if they're tired, James? What if they're like, fuck this and go home?
Also, do you know a guy who maybe like, I don't know, like can have like an automatic like dog or a gun or something? Just, because I really don't want any of their garbage just taking me down, because it's happening already. Like when we're not even supposed to be doing this sort of shit. And I have a feeling, I just have a feeling that there's more to this. You know what I mean? Like there's just going to be more shit. I can feel it.
When you're talking about bulletproof doors, all I can think of, because they can't hear the other side of the conversation, it's like, Mr. Wilson's not that. He's not going to come to your house and try to kill you. He's an 80-year-old man.
Look, Mash, you and I didn't come from this city. We've obviously come here, and I think the same with Pascal as well. And whatever the case is, Pascal's past has followed him here. Your past could just as easily follow you here, or mine. Colton's past is obviously in the town too. So we're going to deal with these things, or we're going to affect our ability to do our job for Mr. Fierro. That's part and parcel of living on the street.
I don't live in the street. I live in a home. You living on the street?
Don't be so dense, Mash.
Mash, you get a buzz indicating you have another call coming in on your line.
1 second, bish bosh. And I like change over. It's like, you have the mashy washy. Who is this?
Mr. Nathers. You left me several messages.
Who?
I said you left me several messages.
Okay, but that doesn't, I mean, like, I leave people messages all the time. Can you elaborate a little bit for me?
So we see
maybe?
the other side of this conversation. We've actually seen his face a couple times on Lawson Wellness Products. The guy looks like John Piper Ferguson, the actor. He says, "This is Robert Lawson. You seem to be trying to get a hold of me. I just wanted to call you back on behalf of my shareholders."
I like mute up, and I turn to Colton. He's like, "Who's this Robert Lawson fella? Do you know him?"
I'll just give you like, you are the dumbest thing in this car. Look.
Do you or don't you?
The thing we just did.
Yeah. What about it?
Bringing it. Oh my God.
Do you
say
know
they've
it?
got? Just say they've got the wrong number.
Okay. So I go back and it's like, so I left you messages. That sounds like something I would do.
You spoke with my CFO, Miss Leslie Green. Does that ring a bell?
I mean, yes, sure. Yeah.
What do you want, Mr. Nathers?
Well, it sounds like you need something, and I'm a person that can do things.
Is this a
Catch
joke?
my meaning?
You called me wanting a conversation. I don't have anything I need from you.
I'm sorry. My apologies. I do that a lot. I contact people looking for new stories to tell, that sort of stuff.
We know about you.
Well, that's good, because that will make this easier. I want to tell a story about you.
Mr. Lawson, you should know that my company is prepared to bury you in legislative...
Aren't you Mr. Lawson?
Yeah, sorry. Mr. Nathers, we're prepared to bury you in lawsuits for generations. Your children won't be able to crawl out from under them. We know who you are, we know how you operate, and we've been prepared for you. Miss Green has been very helpful in that regard. We're backed by the European Space Agency, and we already know that you record everything, but we also know that you are a liar, and your public following is just so small. What do you call yourself? The ding-dongs? The tater-tots?
Oh, yeah, tater tots.
So I'm going to assume that you don't want your message spread far and wide. Is that the story here?
Mr. Nathers, what do you want from me? You called for me personally at my corporate line.
I mean, I literally just fucking explained it to you, my dude. I want to make a story about you. What
no, thank you.
Well, you're very welcome for your time, and I appreciate it, but I'm going to have to decline the conversation. I wink at Drumurboy. Coltan. I was like, I appreciate it, but, you know, I'm just super busy, you know?
Find another tree to bark up, Mr. Nathers.
Woof, woof.
He closes his cell phone. It has that snapping click end noise. You know, from the flip phones of the early 2000s. You know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. So I'm literally writing a tweet right now with the recorded audio of him saying that he would bury children in legislative paperwork because they're going to sue like orphans and stuff. And
so you're lying, essentially.
Well, I know. I mean,
he said he was going to bury your children, generations of your family.
You're just gonna clip out your.
He said the word. He said the word children in there, definitely. So
yeah,
wow.
I'm going to bury children in years of litigation, generations.
Wow, that pause was so good.
Yeah.
You know, it's the same thing they do. What do they call it? Zombie edits or something like that.
So there's no
it's a trailer. It's a trailer edit, like where they're clearly they're not saying the thing in the trailer in the actual movie. They're just like cutting lines together.
Wow, that's too real. That happens all the time now.
It's true.
Yeah, there's no Twitter. Like you can leave it in your blogosphere space, and people can come to see it, right? If they know where to look.
But what I was doing was like I was formulating like the moment I got off the phone, I was writing it, and then I'm just like, I'll just not yet.
Save it in drafts. It's in drafts.
Save it in drafts. Yeah.
But Cole will say like that's Pascal's brother who we were trying to find the location of to kill him. Maybe.
Oh yeah, I remember now. Yeah.
I wasn't gonna say that on the phone because he's fucking Robert Lawson. As much as I hate his guts and what his products are, I don't want to die today.
Why would you die? He sounds like a bitch, to be honest with you.
He wouldn't come to kill me. It's the people who he would hire would come to kill me.
No, I mean, look,
I don't even know if Biscuit could save me then.
Who?
Bishop, sorry.
Biscuit.
I'm gonna call him that now. That's amazing.
Oh my god.
I have his name out of my phone. I literally thought.
Okay, so I'm willing to skip a couple of days if you want, Arthur. That's no problem.
Later that evening, as you're settling in your new apartment, Pascal.
Oh no!
There's a knock on the front door.
Your roommates come out of the other room, and you realize it is a timeshare.
I look out. This seems familiar. I look out the peephole.
You're in a streamer house now.
It is.
All your roommates are streaming at the time.
It is a guy. He's wearing the delivery apron of your father's restaurant. And he says, Mr. Jaden.
I open the door.
All right. He hands you it and says, this is your order. And the receipt he passes you with says, your team, 1 hour, my place. Written in street language.
Oh, I'm gonna love you trying to fucking negotiate this. you're waking everyone up at like, you know,
8
party
o'clock
hour.
at night.
Yeah.
He holds out a hand for a tip, though.
Like silk. Oh.
Like your father prepaid the bill for, and this is some delicious food that he sent you. But yeah, the guy holds out his hand for a tip.
I give him €5.
All right, he looks at you like you're super cheap and starts heading. You know, he does the delivery guy. Like as soon as he's got the money, he moves immediately. Doesn't take the elevator, takes the stairs down. Goes get back on his delivery moped. Yeah, what do you do?
First call is to Bishop.
Okay.
I think you're
So
muted, James.
Is Bishop like
Hello.
which character from Lethal Weapon is Bishop? And in his home
We've
life?
already. He's from Blade Runner.
Bishop, it's Pascal.
Is he
Apparently,
the origami guy from? Sorry.
apparently the favor I had to call
You say
in
you're
to
Blade
get-
Runner.
to get Kiara's location has come faster than I expected. Are you free tonight?
Yes. Where do you need me?
Feel like coming to the little Philippines with me to do a job?
All right, I'll be there. On a sec. Do I need to bring anything?
Was the did the
No
thing
additional
just say-
information.
Okay, I'd say I would bring your sack. I'll meet you at the entrance and walk in with you.
All right, on the way.
Thank you.
Should be noted that the address you're going to, Bishop, is in Old Redline in the war zone.
In the combat zone. Okay.
Yep.
Next I call Colton because I know he's up.
Well, you'd think so. It's probably like phone blinks twice.
Medicated sleep.
Yeah, phone blinks twice, and then like my timer goes off for me to wake up from the drug. I'm like, blah, God. Pascal, just the guy I wanted to see. I've improved that sleep dart of yours.
Excellent.
It's gonna be we'll figure out prices later. What's up? It works great, by the way. I haven't had 4 straight hours in years.
That's truly excellent. I mentioned to you that I called in a favor in order to get the information for today to find Kiara.
How big of a mountain of synth coke do I need to get now?
I don't think there's going to be any synth coke, but the payback has come faster than I expected. Do you feel like doing a mission with me into Little Philippines?
That's in the war zone, right?
Yes.
Dibs on any organs. I'll be there.
Absolutely. And I give him the. I said you can either meet me at my place and I'll let you harpoon to the bike, or I can, or you can just meet me at this address.
Oh, sweet. A ride would be great.
Excellent. I'll swing by your place on the way.
Cool.
What's the guy from One Punch Man who rides the bicycle all the way?
Moomin
everywhere?
Rider. He's so popular. I don't understand it.
Because he's so helpful.
His
and he
only
has a bicycle.
superpower is riding a bike.
But I'll be filling up like either a backpack or like a backpack and probably my fanny pack with like possible needs to harvesting equipment, you know.
You run around with a fucking cooler the entire time.
Ice packs in the fanny pack. The little
There's
snack pack ones.
Yeah, probably like the snap cold hot packs, but it's cold all the time. This is probably what we used in the war all the time. Well, like when we had gear. I assume we ran out at some point because war is underfunded. in the future, at least for us.
War is never underfunded.
Yeah,
We don't-
is the money.
It's one thing I know about war. It's never underfunded.
Well, like, I mean, they're not going to give me top grade equipment. I'm the guy that
Yes,
goes and
that's true.
chops up bodies.
Correct. Yes, the street medic is not the one who makes the money in the war.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I'm putting together like those Snap icy hot blue gel packets in my fanny pack just in case.
Your final phone call?
My final phone call is to Mr. Nathers. I'm expecting it to go to voicemail.
Yeah, like almost instantly.
Wow, so you're avoiding his call. Incredible.
You call again?
I will try one more time.
We step over to Mash Nathers. He's like, you know, what is it? Like cucumbers on the eyes, green face mask. He's like, this better be good. I swear to God.
I thought you were going to be half deep into a dish from the Karens.
No, I threw that
threw
out,
it out.
like instant.
I expected you'd be brain dancing somewhere.
No, no. What's up? This isn't social. I can feel it. I can feel it. It's not a social call.
It's not.
Oh boy.
The favor I called in to get Kiara's location came faster than I expected. Are you willing to do another job with me, or are you out?
What's it worth to me?
One very large favor.
I already have you crushing grapes, my dude. I don't know if you can do anything more for me than that.
You want something? You want me to find you something? That is what I do.
Interesting. What is the most dangerous animal that you can get for me? Like I'm talking tiger.
You have contacts.
Tiger might be hard. I know I can
Like a white one. Like a white tiger.
I'm fairly certain from some of my cyber testing people, I might be able to get a gorilla.
No,
I don't know. No gorillas. No gorillas. No. I want a white tiger. That is my cost for babysitting you tonight. Because I've seen you shoot. You shoot like shit. And shit doesn't shoot very well.
I do. That is not my strength. It will take.
I assume it's a shooting thing, right?
It will take me a while to find one of those. They don't exactly.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I want one. I want. Obviously, I want one that's chipped as well because I want it to be my best friend. And when I mean best friend, I mean like I want it to sit in my house, guarding my door 24/7. You think that can happen? Do you think that's possible?
Anything's possible, Mash. You just have to stay positive.
Please, I'm Mr. Positive. All right, okay. What are we doing? You got another ex-girlfriend we're rescuing tonight?
We're going down to Little Philippines to do a job for the Tagalog Mafia.
That's who you fucking sold us out to?
I told you, it's a family thing.
I hate your family. They literally suck. Hey, do you know this? Do you know that your family sucks? Look, I
don't go home.
I met Colton's family today. It's an old man. That's fine. That's normal. But you're. Wait, hold up. How are you related to these people?
The
You know what?
old man took me under his wing when I first got to Redline.
Okay, could you speed up the life story part and just sort of summarize it?
Get to the
That's
recipe.
that's
Such
the
an
summary.
asshole. Holy shit.
Get to the recipe. No
Wow.
more life stories.
Yeah, get to the recipe. Oh, that's so good. That's perfect. It's like, okay, all right, fine. White tiger, brain chipped. I'm your man.
As long as you don't need it fast, I'll get it to you.
Well, I mean, like, it needs to protect me from your idiot family coming to fuck my shit up. So yes, whenever's appropriate for you, I guess.
Perfect. Here's the address. Meet me there in an hour.
Okay. Man, I'm getting a white tiger. Awesome.
Okay. We'll be back for the second half in 8 minutes. Stick around. White tiger!